last weekend. Headline there on 24/7. New Arkansas quarterback Taylen Green puts SEC on notice with a historic debut under Bob Petrino. 10 drives versus Arkansas Pine Bluff, and Taylen was responsible for 7 of those. And like every time I looked up, there was another touchdown by our next guest who playing his first year at Arkansas after coming over from Boise State. Taylen, first of all, congratulations. Great to have you with us. Your name is being mentioned a lot of places in Arkansas and around the college football world. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Uh, you want a good debut, and you had one. Take us back to Saturday and what went through your mind and the process that you developed to make it all happen.
I would say, first I want to, shout out all the Hog fans out there. They showed out, and it was more than, I imagined. Just seeing all that red, whether it was the Hog Walk or, the first kickoff, it was very electric. And, with Coach Petrino there, we just wanted to, start fast and, set the stage of, we came here to play and we got dudes around us and we're just trying to make, the state of Arkansas proud.
Well, I want to get back to that in a second, but first, I know you're from Texas. You went to Boise. Take us through your mindset in terms of hitting the portal and making the move to Arkansas, and what influenced that decision the most.
I would say, first, just talking to my parents and, praying about it and talking to my close friends, I decided to, hit the transfer portal. I loved my 3 years in Boise, learned a lot, not just, about Boise, but, about myself and football. And, hit the transfer portal and, of course, came to Arkansas, but, just the vision that Coach Pitt and Coach Petrino had, I fell in love with it and fell in love with the city and the community, and yeah, the rest is history.
Taylen, we all know Bobby Petrino, and you know better than I do the quarterbacks that he's developed. We'll be watching one tomorrow night in the NFL opener with Lamar. So what does he tell us about him? What's he like to work with, especially with him calling the plays?
He's very, very intense, whether it's in the film room or, of course, out on the field. He demands, excellence, from the quarterback position. And he, demands me to be on my P's and Q's every single day and, having no excuse. And, that trickles down, to the O line, to the running backs, to the receivers, just to everybody, just having the mentality of, we're going to score every single drive, every single time the, ball gets in our hands, that, the belief and, the execution that we need and that we're going to have is like it says, 10 out of 10. And, that's how we practice every single day.
And in terms of your Coach Pittman, the head coach is a legendary offensive line coach, as you know, considered among the very best of his era. How does he play? I mean, he's the head coach, of course, but how does he play into the overall preparation for you and what Coach Petrino do every day?
I would say just, the communication, that what Petrino has with me and what Coach Pitt has with me, like what they're thinking on, different situations, whether, it's 2 minute, whether it's, 4 minute offense, and, just knowing the different situations, what they want me to do. And, the communication that they have together, I feel like, those are, two masterminds that, the best, like you said, the best, I believe, in the country. And, speaking to Coach Mateus too, just those two in the O line room. He's the head coach. Coach Pitt's the head coach, but he's still out there. Coaching the O line and just like I said, the different communication that they have is second to none.
Listen, first games are there are a lot of different things you can get out of them. You can go against a top opponent and it's pressurized, or you have something like what you went through, which I'm sure gets you prepared for what's ahead. Saturday, I know you can only take it one at a time, but Saturday you're going to see a much better team. Let's talk about that in terms of what you're going to get on the road.
Yeah, for sure. I would say, Oklahoma State is, really great team, really disciplined and really athletic. Jumps off the film, and one thing we're really focused on is doing our job, doing our 111, and letting the rest take care of itself. We're just excited to be on the road, be the underdog. They're ranked 16th in the country. It's a great opportunity. To show everybody what we have, and just focus on what we have to focus on.
I realize that you can't do anything about what's come before you, Taylen, but clearly Arkansas has struggled the last couple of years. But in listening to you talk, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but I feel like that was another time. That was a different regime. How would you describe the level of excitement in that locker room right now as you guys get ready to make that trip to Stillwater?
I would say it's extremely, exciting. This is one of the reasons why you come to the University of Arkansas is, to play on ABC, play in the big games. Whether it's 11 o'clock, whether it's 3 o'clock, whether it's, at night. Coach Pitt is saying, just roll the ball down and, play ball and, you know, let our toughness, mental and physical, toughness, be present. And, that's what, I'm excited about, just, the opportunity to be, on ABC in prime time and with a great opponent.
Yeah, and the guy on the other side knows a little bit about the position as well at Oklahoma State. Just in terms of playing in a setting like that, that's a very difficult place to win. I know you've played in these settings before during your 3 years at Boise. How do you prepare for something that's going to be totally different than what you went through the other night?
I would say just keeping the process the same, preparing the same, not really pressing, but being relaxed and trusting my preparation. I know our staff does a really good job of, implementing crowd noise and the new, headpiece. Listening to that and our communication, at the O line with the O line and with the running backs, has to be, top tier. And I feel like we've done a great job, and still building on what we've done. So I'm excited to show everybody.
Taylor,
But we're everybody.
I spent some very cold days in Arkansas, but I'm sure that's nothing compared to what you went through in Boise. How do you like the weather there? I know that's a cliche question, but it's got to be better, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I love the weather. Back down south. I'm from Bristol, Texas, so I love the southern weather.
Hey, listen, we really appreciate you coming by. Good luck. We'll be watching the game Saturday, and just a pleasure to get to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You bet.
Go
Taylor,
Dogs.
you got it. Taylen Green joining us from Fayetteville as the Razorbacks get ready to go to Oklahoma State on Saturday. And we'll take a short break.